Tameni will be a player we'll have to keep an eye on, and Suleiman Hamid, the right back there. Quality throughout, but big ask if they want to try and bring down Guinea. They did have lots of possession in the reverse fixture on Friday. They just didn't manage to turn that possession into points. The match officials for today's clash, it's Mr. Alhaju Alu Mahamat of Chad with Bogola Issa Yaya, also of Chad, and the fourth official, Puzri Army Alfred, also Chad. Diawara's men, well, don't change a team that's winning. Naby Keita, the Liverpool midfielder, will be the man orchestrating from the middle. Otherwise, you've got Conte, Diakabe, and Seydou Sow, Saint-Etienne, and Silla of the left back, Montpellier. Diawara, of course, in the middle with Kuruma, Keita, Kouila-Vogi on the right-hand side. The Toulon-born Paris FC player, Mohamed Bayo, and Francois Kamano will be the players who'll be trying to unlock that Ethiopian defence once again. Bayo and Kamano scoring the goals in that reverse fixture. Ethiopia will be playing in white, with Guinea playing in their national colours of green, yellow and red. The battle is about to begin. Guinea playing in white and Ethiopia playing in their national colours of green, red and yellow. Here we go. This is the time that we've been waiting for. Big battle. The home jerseys, of course, worn by the Walia Ibex, and Ethiopia get the ball moving. That's Hamid just over to that far side with Tameni. They decided to play with three players at the back, of course, Ethiopia, and which will be interesting. 5 players in the midfield, and then, of course, the 2 front men with Gordo Tiluhun. We'll see how that fares. A little bit of an onus on the midfield battles that they continually want to win, as Antoine Conte, the Paris-born right back, just make sure that his goalkeeper Kone picks the ball up. Long ball upfield. You can see that the pitch is absolutely perfect. And well, that's a little bit of an issue. Whoa, you've got to be very, very careful. He'll take whatever he possibly can, Mohamed Bayo, and you can't take any risks there. Aragawi, Vadama Kunema, just not clearing the ball very well over on that far side. Ball over to the left-hand side, trying to work their magic, trying to pick up Tiluhun. It's Gugsa. Belhay into the midfield. But it squims through and finds just Gugsa on the left-hand side. Tries to get past his man. And Silla throws in a tackle, but he doesn't manage to get anywhere near it. Good work from Ethiopia. As they start to build, they need to not just pass the ball around too much, but just make sure that they become a little bit more decisive when they're pushing forward. I think that's what probably they were lacking, that killer instinct of really going for shots on goal the moment that they see an opening. But the preparation, the construction, the movement, all very fine, but afterwards you need to turn that into into something more than just the passing around and the preparation of a phase of attack. It's got to turn into something. You've got to have an end, and you need to have a narrative, of course. There he is, man in charge of this Ethiopian team, of course, Betu Abate. And nicely worked, trying to find a little bit of space. It's been carried forward there by Hamid, and a chance, but the flag has gone up. It was a little bit unlucky. Abel Tirun, the St George forward, just raising his arms up, going up. That wasn't a bad situation for us, but finally you could just see that he's just a fraction offside, and Seydou Sow was the player who just made sure that he didn't go on the right side. And there he is, Kaba Diawara, man in charge of Silly Nacional. 47-year-old, born in Toulon. Became the coach of Guinea in October 2021. Fantastic support here by the Ethiopian supporters that have turned up here in Rabat. Diakabe, the Valencia player, ball down there, great opportunity, it's in the back of the net, and an early goal here for Guinea, beautifully done. It is, of course, Naby Keita, set up impeccably, and what a brilliant ball through the middle. And there you can see that the fans that are here in Morocco celebrating, and how quick was that? A very slick finish there from the Liverpool midfielder, just racing onto that pass and, well, slotting it in past the goalkeeper, Adegawi. Let's have a look at this again. Well, there he is, and Francois Camano, that is just perfection passing, and with the left foot he just slots it in. Couldn't have been a more smoother operation. Difficult for the goalkeeper, it all opened up, he had options, and with that left foot of his, good control with his right, slotting it into the corner with his left foot, and that is what you call a fine finish, and a very strong start for Guinea. Keita's 4th minute goal, separating these two teams. Well, this scenario will obviously shake up Egypt marginally, because they'll be looking at this and saying, well, we do have a little bit of competition on our hands in terms of who's going to finish top of the group. They will find it quite complicated going away and playing against Malawi. And they'll fancy their chances as well, of course. Ethiopia beating Egypt 2-0. The home advantage playing pivotal role in where they're actually, how they fare within the group, of course. And in Egypt, you would have thought they would be the stronger team against the likes of Ethiopia, but they didn't manage to deal with the Walia Ibex, and the end result being a 2-0 loss. I think everybody was a little bit surprised by that. Well, there's plenty of surprises that have been churned up from within the realms of this qualifying campaign right across the continent. And it's something that we get familiar with over time. And lots of things change, of course, with their national teams and how they fare. Even the island nations like Cape Verde and the Comores, of course, showing us what they're capable of doing, and how they battle hard to earn qualification over the past few years, in the past few competitions. We've seen that they too can qualify. They too are fully capable of playing some fantastic football. Namibia holding Cameroon just a couple of days ago as well. And that was on Friday night. And these nations just closing the gap in terms of who's better than the other, and just shaking things up, making it a little bit more interesting, but also working hard and trying to provide their fans with the right results. All turns into a very interesting affair and a very complex affair, because, well, as you know, there's a lot of great footballing nations in Africa, and everybody wants to qualify for the Africa Cup of Nations. Calming down and just giving the ball back to Aragawi, Adema Kanema player. into his central defender's path there. Tamene trying to pick out and find his teammates. The flag's gone up once again. It's a little bit frustrating, this is, and Markana just drifting. And Cherinet Gugs taking the pass just on the wrong side of the last defender. He played 28 minutes so far in the competition, came on as a substitute in the reverse fixture. Another St George player. And the flag not going up for offside on that occasion. Mohamed Bayo, he's a big player. But he's now in Ligue 1 for Lille, up in the north of France. But he came through the academy at Clermont. Long ball, that's a very good ball as well. It's a bit of pressure. Oh, he's just not controlled it, Silla, but he does well to regain possession. Oh, he's gone down. Does Silla get in the way and just snag Stolen Mohammed? The referee says no. And that will be a free kick. It was just a bit of a shirt pull, just holding Kamano back, and they will get a free kick. He left a bit frustrated. There were a couple of situations there that obviously were of a concern. It was Kamano just tussling, and finally it's Tamene who just gets in the way of Kamano, and the free kick going Guinea's way. Morocco would love to host the Africa Cup of Nations. Last time was back in 1988. And there is Siaga Silla, who came through Haroya AC, team that's playing in the Total Lineage African Champions League this season. And numerous players, including Naby Keita, came through Haroya and Conakry. And a very fine academy. Ball comes out to Hamid. Tries to send it down the line. Good movement there from Gugsa to try and find a bit of space. Sturdy marking from the Guinea midfielders. And a little bit frustrated. Not too many options. They win possession back under the watchful eye of Wabetu Abate. He knows that they need to make sure that they keep hold of possession. They're looking very dangerous on the attack, Guinea. And they like the fast acceleration, but there's good movement off the ball, good vision, and good passing. The accuracy is good as well, picked up here by Diakabi. And the Valencian man, little flick, and well, the flick is not good enough to find the path of Siaga Silla. The danger has been diffused. Antoine Comte just getting his foot in. Long ball, nice ball over towards Hamid. Hamid, if he can keep that in, which he can, he's got a chance to try and deliver the perfect cross. There it is, coming in to the penalty box, headed away comfortably there by Seydou Sow. And flag goes up for offside. You can see this once again. Sorry, handball. That was the contact that was made by Haman Godo, Honakaza FC, one of the rare players from Ethiopia who plays outside of the East African nation. Plays up in Egypt. away a little bit too carelessly at the moment. They can't panic when under pressure. Got to make sure that they make the right pass and that they move into space so that they're working for each other. And again, that's just a little bit careless, and they have to be very clinical and very accurate with the passing. Picked up in the midfield is Tefese Solomon, the Hawassa player. Nicely done into the midfield, taking it forward. Johannes over to the right-hand side. Hamid, oh, he just doesn't distribute the perfect pass. And you can see that Godot was just going, well, that should have been really in that pocket of space. He could have controlled it and then made the pass rather than just flick it. And it's straight back to the goalkeeper, Ibn Kone. Didn't really have an issue there, and a wasted opportunity. It was kind of the scenario that we saw in the reverse fixture just a few days ago on Friday night down in Casablanca. This scenario, obviously, they were hoping to be a little bit better, where they do remain very meticulous in the passing, and then they obviously go for the shots the moment that they can, but they can't be careless with their touches. And that's a very good ball as well, and this time it's dealt with by Origawi, Seder Origawi, Adama Kanea. 14.5 minutes gone here in the Rabat. Not the perfect header, but dealt with perfectly by Isiar Kasila, and ball going down into the corner. Here's Marcana, and there's the foul committed by Antoine Comte. Eighth time that these two nations are playing each other. Sorry, ninth time. There's five wins for Guinea, 2 draws and 1 defeat, or 1 win for Ethiopia. As they move forward, this is interesting, and this is a lot better. But there's free kick going against Ethiopia on that occasion, just on the edge of the penalty box. You could see that Abel Tiluhun was trying a little bit too hard to get his hands on that. Another very firm challenge, this time coming in from Willa Vogui, the 25-year-old midfielder, the winger, just getting himself a little bit too firmly involved in that challenge. Probably not necessary. Guinea won the last 4 matches between against Ethiopia. And their win on Friday was their first in 3 games. They haven't won back-to-back games since January 2022 in AFCON. In Cameroon, so it's been a long time. Here's the decent ball into the penalty box, punched away there by Origawi, and picked up just on the right-hand side by Gugsa, using Belhay, and just nudged off the ball. That's going to be a throw-in. It's really good work from Francois Kamano, and the Lokomotiv Moscow man, just applying a little bit of pressure on this Ethiopian defence. And the Ibex getting a bit spooked there at the back. They need to just stand up. Siagasila. And decent work by Manuel Johannes, Ethiopian Coffee. There's the team that he plays for. They're one of the top teams in the East African nation. Ethiopian Premier League. Offside flag Just going up there. St. George top of the table. Head of Bahia da Canema. Another good through ball. This is Kamana, but he's not able to race onto that one. And Seydor Gawi was just getting in there before him. A little bit too fast and furious, the through ball. Charlo Termeni. Johannes, and then the ball over to the other side. Good use of the space into the midfield. It goes with Markena. Before they arrived in Morocco, Ethiopia just camped out at the Nazareth, east of Addis Ababa. There's the through ball once again. This time it's dealt with by Diakabe, the goalkeeper. Kone sends it back up into enemy territory. A back header, and the goalkeeper dealing with that is Tameni once again. They look very calm and collected when they're on the ball, just in the when they're not under too much pressure. The build-up play looks very good. And just pushing the ball a bit too far away from him, Gugza. And Markena is the other player, just playing on the right-hand side, plays for Defence Force. You can see Naby Keita's 4th-minute goal separating these two nations. It's an East versus West African encounter, this one. From Group D, Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations, qualifying for the Côte d'Ivoire 2023, which will take place next January, start of February. Across 6 stadiums in 5 cities, with of course Abidjan, Bouaké, Korhogo in the north, and San Pedro down in the southwest, and the capital, Yamoussoukro. Another foul committed, and another free kick picked up by Ethiopia. Possession-wise, again in control. Guinea not too worried about not having possession. They're just marshalling very well. That's the offside flag stayed down for Naby Keita, who is unable to sprint onto that through ball. Came flying through at quite some pace. Tidied up there by Suleiman Hamid. Ashlu Tameni into the midfield once again with Aminel Johannes. And over to the far side. That's a very good ball. The flag stays down. Ethiopia on the attack. Can they find an equaliser? Well, the answer to that is no. It comes right across through the penalty box, but goes out of play. And the pass just not perfect at all, despite the fact that it was a 3-pronged attack. Let's just have a look at this again. Excellent running over on that far side. You can see that Markena just really racing, and that was a little bit of a wasted opportunity, but beating the offside trap and getting themselves deep up and down into that left little corner, I think was an excellent scenario for them. Halfway through the first half. Mohamed Bayo trying to control the ball. Keita unable to control that and deal with it. There's a firm challenge there. Johannes picks it up and wants to go quickly. You see Markena over on that far side. Keen to get the pass and get things moving. Picked up in the middle, Johannes. Good opportunity once again. And tried the attempt to try and sneak that through to Tillahan. didn't end with the right result. They get the ball back, and there's a good opportunity, and well, it was wide, but you've got to create those chances, and you've got to take them. That was a good chance from long distance, but they haven't really put any pressure on Ibrahim Kone, and the Hibs goalkeeper, who knows that, well, he's looking pretty solid and safe at the back, can potentially get flustered if this Ethiopian team decide to just create scoring opportunities, but at least take a few shots and just make Kone shake in his boots a little bit, because at the moment they're just playing a very smart, intelligent game, Guinea, and not rushing, not racing, not panicking, and taking full advantage of the quality players that they have, making the right pass through the middle to dissect that Ethiopian defence. Choupo-moting finds space. Pass is not perfect. That's easily pounced on by Silla. Now it's 2 against 2, but luckily cleared the ball. Goes back to Mokhtar Diakhaby. Been playing for Olympic Lyon. Over 35 appearances for Olympic Lyon. Nicely done by Keita. Keita just producing the wizardry that we expect from him. Picked up by Kamano into the midfield. And, well, the control just letting him down, Kuruma. Otherwise, that could have been another one of those fine scoring opportunities that they've managed to create on a couple of occasions, with one of them finding the back of the net perfectly by the 52 capped Guinean international, and that's his 12th goal for Guinea. Another chance. This is surely going to be a good chance to get the shot in on goal. Finally, Godot unable to get his foot to the ball, but, well, they'd split the defence, and they just came together. Very frustrating, that is, for Kaba Diawara, because just look at this. We thought, mate, is he going to go for the shot? Tillahun, no, he's going to thread the ball through. And finally, was that the right decision? Maybe should have gone for goal. Ibrahim Kone. Once again, they build from the back. Yared Belhay, Fasil Kanema FC player, 8th in the Ethiopian Premier League at the moment. They were runners-up in the league in 2022. That's a nice piece of play. Gets past 2 defenders. Over to the right-hand side is Cherinet Gugsa. Got to go for goal. Tries to thread the ball through. See, for me, that's just not the right decision. You won't get past Isiaga Silla that easy. And they luckily battle back, and Aminel Johannes picks it up, and down in the corner, here they go again. Until Morgan Gilavogi pounces and retrieves the ball for Guinea. Suleiman Hamid into the midfield with Johannes. It was good to see Shanez Gordo coming back, retrieving the ball, just making himself useful, not just staying as an outright centre forward. He'll come back, he'll retrieve, he'll make that pass and then move into space just like kind of like an extra player that you need to have. He's not an out-and-out striker. It's a good opportunity. Was there a push in the back on that man Tillahun? Well, I don't think so, but you could see that he was under a little bit of pressure, couldn't get between last defender and goalkeeper. A difference in size there. You can see that the 6'2" Seydou Sow is a bit of a handful. And alongside, of course, you've got Amadou Diawara, who is just top quality. What he's done in Italy is just quite extraordinary. Fantastic player, Roma, Napoli, and also in Belgium, playing for the Giants of Brussels, Anderlecht. Tameni down to Gugsa. Ethiopia quite happy passing the ball around at the moment. Not flustered too much, despite the fact that they're trailing by a goal to nil. Tameni decides to send a long ball upfield. Cameroon keeps the ball in possession. Nicely done. Siagasila. 68 matches now played for Guinea. And at the 30-minute mark, Naby Keita is the player who stands out from the crowd. 4th-minute goal. And a sublime through ball from Francois Camano to beats all of the defenders, very meticulously executed into his path. Controls with the right, fires it in with his left into the corner to beat Said Adagawi, the goalkeeper for the Walia Ibex. Just thought maybe there would be a couple of changes. Ramadan Youssef coming in the midfield. That happened, but Umed Ukri, the very experienced forward, not the player that was brought in. And here they go, moving forward. Just the Camano touch, just not good enough. You've got to be careful, because Solomon, when he picks the ball up, he can create some space. His passing's very slick. Sometimes they just move back a little bit too far before they move forward. There's a nice run down the left-hand side. The ball's scooped over the top. Good control as well with the chest. And they get the ball back. So all of that movement, when it counts for something, if you can keep that ball, there's a good opportunity for a shout. Can they get themselves that effort? It doesn't. It's just been cleared there. And good work from Diakabi and Sow getting in and just diffusing what could have been a good chance to score. It's all set up perfectly with Godot there. Just couldn't get the shot in. Comes down to Suleiman Hamid down this right side. Into the midfield. Anil Johannes. Good work once again. Markena waits for a little bit of support. No runners down the left-hand side. Well, there was, but Youssef was just maybe a fraction too late. Would have preferred it to be a second or two earlier. Would have caught out Conte. Goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Guinea quite happy to play in Morocco compared to the high altitude in Addis Ababa. Would have been a whole different ball game if that would have been the case. You can see the movement, and the movement up front is very good. Hamid has the ball here. It's a very strong challenge from Francois Camano. And just comes back and just makes sure that that is just going absolutely nowhere. Picked up by Suleiman Hamid. Tries to get the through ball. That's nicely done. Now can he get his pass over? There's a good chance for Ethiopia. It's been teed back. It didn't go. Oh, look at that for a goal. Beautifully set up and a finish that's worth its weight in gold. Marquinhos the man with a brilliant rasping drive from inside of the penalty box. I thought they were going to go back too far, but in fact, the setup was sublime. The Ethiopian fans absolutely jumping with joy. And the 24-year-old defence force player smashes it past Ibrahim Kone. There's your equaliser. That's a big statement, and that's a very important goal for Walia Ibex. And he is one happy man as he goes to celebrate with Beto Abate. Let's just have a look at this again. First of all, Suleiman Hamid just sends it down into the right-hand side. It's been picked up by Gugsa. Gugsa gets past his man, Silla. And just look at that pass back. That's a beautiful pass by Gugsa, who really did set this up. Gets past Isiaka Silla. It's teed back, and that first-time shot, well, an absolute rocket shot. Top quality from Marquinhos. And there you have your equaliser. And this turns things around. This will give them a lot of confidence. No one expected a Naby Keita goal in the 4th minute, especially Ubetu Abate of Ethiopia, that's for sure. Here they go again. To Festus Solomon. Over to the left-hand side. Good control. Need to have a little bit more movement. A little bit too close to comfort. And they're racing out. Wonderfully dealt with by Diakabi, but they get possession back. They go again. Ethiopia. Here's the goal scorer, Makna. Into the path of Solomon. Taken forward from Gugsa. Gugsa. Here's Godo. Centre forward over to the left-hand side this time. A little bit of space, trying to make those passes. Well, he was just a little bit flat-footed, but just look, they win the ball back quite comfortably. And some very slick passing indeed. Here they go once again. Lots of players. Onside position. Ah, no, the flag has gone up just down in the right-hand corner of your screens. You can see couldn't have been that much. Very tight call. Mark Nadu again showing us what he's capable of doing, pushing himself into those dangerous positions. There it was. It's a very, very good call. And Diakabe just made sure that he was on the offside. Just tucked behind him and in front of the goalkeeper. The fans are really enjoying this this moment following the equaliser. And Naby Keita will not be too happy with the possession that they've had. Kind of orchestrating the proceedings here in Rabat so far, despite the fact that they did concede early on. Found by Keita on Ashley Tamine. Taken quickly by Gary, and it's down, and he's in an onside position. Gets the ball, and Gugstar waits. Hamid. Losing possession to Festus Solomon. Taken quickly. Bit physical in the challenge, challenges Guinea, but at the same time, what we expect from the West Africans. Very talented team. And 7 minutes before the end of the first half, taken quickly, Tefesi Solomon. Straight into the path of Ashilu Tamene, down into the corner. Suleiman Hamid's been playing some great football down this right side. He's finding space, and he's finding his teammates down that right channel. Hands went up, and Solomon penalised by the referee, Mr. Alhaji Alao Mohammed of Chad. Saïdou Sow, 20-year-old Stéphanois, plays in Ligue 1 for Saint-Etienne. Geoffroy Guichard. A very fine fortress down there in the Rhone Valley. Good work over on that right-hand side by Antoine Conte. Here's Silla on the ball, doesn't have too many options. Has to go back. Squares the ball over to the other side. Picked up by Seydou Sow, moving out of position a little bit with Amadou Diawara. Of course, Keita picks it up, and we know what he can do. He'll surge forwards and use his fine skill set to weave between midfielders. Fully capable of scoring goals, as we saw. That really was a very clinical finish there from the Liverpool midfielder, who's now gone past the 80 appearance barrier for the Reds. Bit clumsy, the challenge, but finally it goes against that man Gugsa. And there's Kenyan McNair scoring the equaliser 30 minutes after Naby Keita put Guinea ahead. Flag stayed down. He was actually onside. You could see that Yared Belhay was keeping that man's Silla onside. This is the goal. This is worth another watch. Look at Gugsa, gets the ball. That's perfectly passed back to him by Abel Chilahun. And just look at the rocket finish. Sumptuous stuff there from Kenyan Makna. And the 24-year-old with a really top quality goal that he'll remember for a very long time. But they always say they only count if you actually win. Well, we'll have to still wait and see if that goal will be vital at the end of the 90 minutes. That's a good through ball. Here they go again. Guinea put it on the left foot. That's in the back of the net. They get their second goal and they move ahead once again. This time Moriba Koroma is the man, and again a slick pass that comes from that man Naby Keita just before half time, and the Guinean fans jumping with joy, the national elephants stomping, and well, just dealing with that Ethiopian defence, splitting it open, and the fine clinical shooting from their front men and their midfielders especially, separating these two teams. Just have a look at this again, and there he is, Keita, just putting it and just teasing the defence before that finish, and he really did rifle it into the corner. A fine strike indeed from Kuruma, and beating Saïd El Ragawi quite comfortably. That's 2-1 for Guinea, and it comes at a very good time for them. The defence really should have gone towards him. He's all smiles and a fist pump and a big smile, followed by the celebrations, and that's a really, really important goal that is for Guinea. And here they go again, pushing forward. There are players. Here's Keita. Again, the same man, Kuruma. This time he can't find his man. We got, what, 2 minutes left in the first half as Solomon goes on a wander. Gets stalled by Kuruma. Free kick. Clearance made by Ibrahim Kone. Guinean fans that are here making a lot of noise. Goal, second goal for Ethiopia. 10 appearances. That will be a free kick. And a little warning to Mokhtar Diakabi. Sorry, from Moriba Kuruma. Last few seconds of the 45. Two minutes of added time, as you can see. Ball goes back to Ibrahim Kone. Picked up by Ethiopia in the midfield. That's really good battling there by Naby Keita, but he did just maybe make contact with Manuel Johannes' ankle. Picked up by Hamid down the right side. Couldn't control. And Diawara spreads it out to the right-hand side. Here's Morgan Gilavogi, 25-year-old Paris FC player. Born in Toulon, just like Kaba Diawara. Coach of this team, nicely done. Silla picks it up. There's a good ball into the penalty box. Goalkeeper comes out, deals with El Argawi doing a great job there. Otherwise, Mohamed Bayo would have pounced. You can see that. He looks up and he delivers a fantastic cross. And if that hadn't been cleared, then it would have most definitely been met by Bayo. And the Lille forward would have buried that without hesitation. It is a corner, and it'll be the last play of the first half. And Kuruma, the 20-year-old Valencia player in the Spanish Liga, will take this. Diakabi's come up, 6'2". Watch out, he's very good in the air, but doesn't get the chance. And there's the half-time whistle here at the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium in Rabat, Morocco. And 45 minutes of entertainment. It's Ethiopia 1, Guinea 2. Well, 3 goals in the first 45, and Guinea opening the scoring through Naby Keita, their captain. And then we saw Mark Nat scoring his second goal for his country. to cancel out that lead. And then just 3 minutes before the end of the half, Moriba Kuruma, the 20-year-old Guinean midfielder, scoring his first goal for his country on his 12th appearance. And that's a moment of magic for the Valencia man, the former Leipzig player. And as you can see, Ethiopia they are bossing possession once again, just like the first clash in the reverse fixture. 2 attempts on target each, 2 on target for Guinea. The accurate pass, well, very good on both sides. Just a few more passes, hence more possession. And not too many corners just yet. Let's take a
Go to supersport.com/Africa11 to vote.
Down to congratulate him. Took it. Exposed at the back again.
Welcome to the Dobsonville Stadium in South Africa's Gauteng province. This is the adopted home venue of Lesotho, as today they seek to keep alive their dreams of qualifying for the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations, with much fancied Zambia in town just 3 days on from the reverse fixture in Angola. That's a lovely temperate Sunday afternoon in Soweto here in South Africa. Mbappé. Not much pressure on the centre half, nor was there much on Sakala. Now Cowboy with an opportunity to pull the trigger, more than capable of striking them from range. He's proved that over the course of his career. This time it sails over the crossbar, but it's a warning sign for Lesotho that if they're not going to close him down promptly enough, he's capable of that.
That's what they are doing tactically, Lesotho. When they are in position, it's a 3-5-2.
Some movement spotted from Sakala, who's nodded it across. Daka! Deadlock broken by the copper bullet superstar. There's a milestone goal as well, double figures for the national team.
That's goal number 10 for Daka. A delightful ball behind the defense. That cushion header that comes from Fashion Sakala. But the finish still needed to be excellent.
It was a lovely ball in behind. Oh, sharp little header from Lenak Banda. It's a decent save from Murani. Was well positioned to snatch that.
It's exactly what we've been saying. Look for the ball in behind the defenders, because they're playing a high line. They're playing a high line without pressure on the ball carrier. The experience of Banda to see that they're playing a high line.
Kabwe flicks it forward for Banda. He's got it back from Sakala. Oh, Fashion Sakala. He's taking it so well. What a piece of defending that is. Well, the Lesotho players incensed with the far side assistant, they believe it should have been an offside. So Fashion Sakala with another chance.
Good hold-up play from Daka. He's onside.
He's on.
He positions himself well, but a critical block that is coming from the captain, Mbappé, to just take that space and time away, get in that block and make sure that they don't trail by more than a goal.
So in comes the cross. Oh, very close from Frankie Mosondo, who's looking for his second international goal. He stooped to head that, just going wide.
Those are difficult because you're expecting the defenders to deal with it.
About 31 yards out from goal, will be hit by Moperi. He's bent it, aiming for the top corner. Tostan Tabata, with the memory of the free kick that went past him last time, Arsenal, fresh in his mind, makes a wonderful diving save.
One for the back pages.
Now, it's Fashion Sakala. He wants more movement in the 18-yard area. Put it in! Oh, that's brilliant! And Patson Daka doubles up.
The Leicester City man gets a double. He says, Banda, you can't do better than me. You got a double in the first game, but what about the supply from Fashion Sakala? He waits for his teammates to get into a good position, or he commands his teammates to get into that good position, because he waits, he looks up and he sees that they are not making movement.
Phenomenal position from which they could potentially profit. Goal! Across the face of goal. Patson Daka at the near post was looking to just feather that in with a fine touch. How close does he get? Inches away. And so after 90 minutes, it's a double from Daka that does the business for the Copper Bullets. Zambia defeating Lesotho by 2-0.
Hello, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Total Energies 2023 CAF Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. Today we are in Agadir for the Group A match between Sao Tome and Principe and Sierra Leone on match day 4. Neves left back. Yeah, it is a foul from Suarez. Bit of joy already down that left wing for Sierra Leone. So he's keeping us all guessing. But now that's not going to keep anyone guessing, and that's into the net. And Sierra Leone do take the lead. The best delivery of the bunch after 3 free kicks in the space of a few minutes. And the favourites this time do take the lead. Fell behind twice last week to those layout goals. Cargbo looking for Kai. Gets there first and keeps possession and has a shot from the edge of the area, which has fallen kindly and striking the outside of the post there, Bundu. Sierra Leone very nearly doubling their lead. Sao Tome live to fight another day with just a 1-goal deficit for now. Kai in towards the back stick. It's over the head of Kamara again. He lays it back to Bundu, trying to find one of 3 white shirts in the middle. This time the shot from range, and it's gone in, slipping under Tavinho. And Sao Tome now 2 down. Wonderful strike by Karoma. That is Al Hassan Karoma. But Tavinho will be disappointed. More promising signs though from Sao Tome. Another ball delivered into the box and the shot blocked there. Afonso getting to the ball first. But the score of the opener, Samora, just doing enough to prevent being a volley on goal. Now first chance to get involved for Morse, and he picks out Karoma, who looks for a second goal of the game, the third for his side. blazes it over in the end. Sierra Leone will be pleased to have made their way up the pitch though, the first time in a while. As things stand at least. Sierra Leone looking a little more settled again after that iffy spell, and a shot from Ron Williams, his first effort on goal since coming on. Only succeeded in picking up a yellow card in his previous substitute appearance, as Sierra Leone would love a third just to settle any nerves that remain. And it's brought forward by the scorer of the second, Karoma, to his twin brother. And on to Morsay, who tries to pick out Williams in the middle. Dealt with by Tavinho. They have a corner, and that is about as much as Sierra Leone have offered in the second half, really. Another to play in Portugal for Academia de Viseu. Vegas himself also plays in Portugal for Partagez. Feels of handball there again, but only half-hearted. Only certain players. Referee not persuaded. There will be more safe to take the corner as well. Lifted into a dangerous area, and it's fallen to the substitute again. Conte this time at the attacking end. By the end of the game between Nigeria and Guinea-Bissau, it could be all but confirmed. Tavinho just forced into a clearance there. Their chances of qualifying from Group A are looking a lot better after this 90 minutes of football. John Kaiser not too happy there, nonetheless, with his team. I think maybe a sign of respect as he headed over to Tino for the handshake.
Select your best African Premier League players of all time. Go to supersport.com/Africa11 to vote.
Welcome back to the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium in Rabat, Morocco. It's been an enthralling first 45 minutes with Ethiopia just going behind after just 4 minutes to a Naby Keita goal. But then this man here stood up. Kanaina Makna is the player who found an equaliser. And then afterwards we had another goal that was scored by Moriba Kuruma to make it 2-1 for Guinea. We go into the second half with Guinea on top, and provisionally they are at the top of the table with 9 points, so 3 more than Egypt, and with Ethiopia still at the bottom with 3, and Malawi second from bottom on 3 points as well. So all to play for. Good scenario for Guinea. If they can get their third win in 4, then they'll be in a very good position. They lost their opener away to Egypt, and that's the only loss that they've actually had. Otherwise, they beat Malawi 1-0, and then Ethiopia 2-0 in the reverse fixture. So a pretty promising scenario for Guinea if they can hold on to this lead. They'll be very happy if they can. They're on course for their 3rd consecutive appearance at the Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations, and their 13th overall. Recent record not fantastic. They lost against the Côte d'Ivoire 3-1 and then Algeria 1-0. And then before that they lost against Senegal. But here they are in a good position, battling back, fighting back, and putting themselves in a position where they can actually potentially move to the top of the table. Ethiopia making a change, and they have brought on Zouide, Yehun Zouide, who is the midfielder from Fasil Kenema. And it looks like that Naby Keita has gone off, which is a bit of a surprise. And you've got Morley Silla, who's come on, the Aruka player. Here we go then for the second half. There's Endashu coming on. And a very quick start. Naby Keita has gone off for Morley Silla. He must have picked up some kind of an injury, because he's not the kind of player you want to take off, especially when you're sitting on a 2-1 lead. And they're very much in a good situation and scenario to take you into the outright top position. Shaluta Mini, Yared Belhay, Ramadan Youssef just to the left of him. Pass is not good. Cut out in the midfield and picked up his Silla. Silla takes the ball. It's a good ball down into the right-hand side. What can they do with this? Gilavogi still with Guinea in possession, and a chance for them to try and put the ball into the penalty box. There it is. It's a good, decent header, but it's been tidied up on the outside of the penalty box. And here they go again. Guinea pushing forward. Plenty of Ethiopian players back behind the ball, bar 2. Very fine control there from Diawara. Down into the corner, it's Conte. Working well with Gilavogi. Into the midfield is Morley Silla. And it goes back to Diawara and over to the other side. Picked up by Kamono. Kamono goes down towards the byline. There's the delivery. Good opportunity here, but it's Mohamed Bayo unable to get anywhere near it. Dealt with by Aragawi. Tameni, Ethiopia. Nearly twice as many passes than Guinea, and more possession. It's cut out very well there by Conte. Had to make sure that that wasn't going to be taken forward there by Ramadan Youssef, the Likez City player. Kuruma into the path of Kamano. Kamano goes on a wander again. Nicely done. That's very slick play. But that might be pushed a little bit too far. It's dealt with by Belhay, back to his goalkeeper. The idea was good, slick, smooth passing, but the final pass not ideal. All the way back to Sao and Kone, goalkeeper. Here they go again, taking the ball forward. Belhay waits for support from Makna. Another good ball down to Ramadan Youssef. Ilavoki just putting a bit of pressure on Youssef, but Ethiopia in possession. Throw-in goes back this time. And Belhay, nice little turn. She couldn't control it. That wasn't well worked in the final third. You've got to put a bit of pressure. There's good work from Godot. You can see that he's putting in his shift tonight, and he'll have to pressure on the defensive back four. Mole Silla doing the business to just come across and just taking away the panic. And this will be a free kick going against Kuruma. Picked up at the back, Yared Belhay. Here is Hamid. Being quite deep. The right back, he'll just come up because they've got three defenders at the back rather than four. They've decided to. They've got he plays it out wide and as a right midfielder, of course, with five in the middle, and just pushing forward. Maknaz there gets the ball to Youssef. Youssef, his cross comes over. It's dealt with perfectly by Dekabi and tidied up. Nice touch by Silla. And a good first touch ball into the midfield from Belhay. That's a very good ball. If it just managed to climb over the top of Seydou Sow's head, didn't happen. Conte miscues it marginally, and it will be a free kick. Frustration there for Bayo. Sow with the header. It's a beautiful touch. Just gets knocked off his feet. And this is really well worked now. Can they find the back of the net? Oh, I don't know why he didn't go for goal. It's just been kicked out. It was a very strange decision there by Morgan Guilavogui. Just a little bit too generous there. I thought that maybe should have gone for goal rather than because he was in front of that last defender coming across. He just needed to lean in and get himself in front of Youssef, and Youssef would have committed the foul. But here they go again. Good opportunity. Silla brings it back. Oh, it's a botched opportunity there. Mohamed Bayo gets another chance this time. Can't make great contact, and it goes past the left post. Smart play, Mole Silla doing really well. Drags it back into the path of Bayo, but the Lille front man can't convert. Reckless challenge there from Guilavogui. And then Youssef, the 21-year-old, just going down under the firm challenge. Mole Silla, another player who came through Haroya AC and linked up with Aruca in Portugal, playing his first season there. Thiago Silla. Tameni, most capped player for Ethiopia, with 66 caps. And here is Endershoot. Decent touch, decent ball, marking now the goal scorer, but that final touch coming in from Johannes, not good enough. Play on, says the referee. That's not the right pass. Good work by Diakabe. Smooth, slick. Final pass, not good enough. That was a challenge, just a late challenge coming in on Silla. Just a follow through. It just came in from Suleiman Hamid, and I think the arm just flapped into the face of Silla. It's 2-1 for Guinea. Keita, Kuruma at the top and the bottom end of the half, scoring goals, and in between Kenan Makna scoring an equaliser. Ethiopia with their home game here in Rabat. Ethiopia chasing another equaliser. Johannes decides to go back. Tameni. Back over to Belhay. Yusuf. Well, these players have gone through Haroya Conakry there. And it's been picked up here. Makana. Challenge just in the midfield. Silla putting in a good shift since he came on to replace Naby Keita. Strong, fervent challenge there from Kuruma. And that, the flag stays down. No, it doesn't. It's actually gone up well. You can see that Charles Gojo just racing a little bit too quickly off his position. Perfect alignment for the linesman, Issa Yaya of Chad. Guinean fans having an absolute blast here in Rabat, the small contingent that are here. Push in the back, it'll be a free kick for Ethiopia. As I mentioned, Heroya, the top team in Guinea, of course, eliminating the runners-up from the 2013 FIFA Club World Cup, Raja Casablanca, in the 2014 edition of the CAF Champions League. It's finished second in the group stage in 2018 as well in the same competition. Got to the quarterfinals for the first time in history. Nicely done there with Youssef getting the ball back and is taken forward there. Youssef with a shot, just pulls it wide. And there was very good work between the two players, Kenan Makna and Ramadan Youssef. It's a very good pass. First touch, well, just trying to put it on his left foot, which is his best foot, but pulling it around. If he'd have gone with his right, then it could have been a little bit different. We do have changes that are about to happen, as you can see, with Egyptian-based centre forward Okwiri Omod coming on, potentially. Bit of experience as well. He's 32 years of age, so you have a player who comes on and adds a little bit of experience and savoir-faire in the way that he provides. That's a very good ball, excellent ball indeed. Oh, he's just been dealt with in such fervent way. Seydou Sow, the 20-year-old, playing with so much wisdom and maturity on that occasion. Diawara with a nice little wander. It's over on the left-hand side. An opportunity. Francois Camara gets the ball across. It's gone a little bit too far for Guilavogi. Still has the ball at his feet. Into the hand, it's to the path of Silla. Silla, an opportunity. There's the back heel. The delivery doesn't directly go to feet. Mohamed Bayo can't do anything with it. Conte comes up now. It's into the path of Silla. And Antoine Conte gets it. First time effort that comes right across. And it's been teed up beautifully. And then a chance for a shot, potentially. They're biding their time, waiting patiently. Kuruma gets down into the corner. Mono can't do anything with that. And it's been stalled by Gugsa. But it will be Guinea who get possession, throwing over on that far side for Isiaga Silla. And there'll be maybe a substitution or two. Yep, there will, just to bring an end to that fizzy phase of attack. And Manuel Johannes goes off. And on comes Omod Okwiri. And also Youssef Taraken Mekonnen. And Gugsa comes off. Let's see what they can do now, and if there will be positive change in with the players that have come on. Ahmed Okwiri is the player, as I said, 32 years of age, plays in Suwait in Oman. A lot of time playing in Egypt for Al Ittihad Alexandria, then EMPPI and Tagel Harbi Smoha, Aswan down the Nile down there, going towards Sudan. and Hadia Hosanna Football Club back in the Ethiopian Premier League. Silla. Good ball down the right-hand side. Here's Francois Kamano. Kamano unable to feed that ball into the path of a teammate. Bayao Kilavogi. They take it forward. Makna on the left-hand side. Bit of space. Waits patiently. Nicely done. That's very well played. Over to the far side. Picked up here. Long-range shot. It's wide. It's very wide. But you've got to try your hand at the old shooting Malaki. Ukri's the player. And he knows how to score goals. 11 goals scored for Ethiopia in 37 appearances. And Antoine Comte will make way for Dembo Silla, the Stade Levallois player. Just 20 years of age. Dembo Silla. Ramadan Youssef. At the moment that Ethiopia brought on their substitutes in the second half in the first leg against Guinea, it kind of like gave them a lot more confidence. And they looked a lot more dangerous, but that was until Mohamed Bayo scored that extraordinary goal. Incredible finish and a wonderful run from the halfway line. It's Ethiopia 1, Guinea 2. And picked up by Yared Belhai. 25 minutes remaining. Little flick there towards Ramadan Youssef. Can't do anything about that. 22 years of age, the for Shire Indas Selassie before he moved to Wolkite City. 36th against Lesotho on 4th of September, a few years ago now. Nice work, intricate passing. Now a good opportunity. Oh, that was a big, strong challenge there, and a big block coming in from Saidou Sow, who's still up on his feet. Siaga Silla also getting himself in. The physical blocks coming in a big way just to prevent Ethiopia from finding themselves those threatening situations where they can unleash the shots from downtown. Control just letting him down, Kilavogi. Belhay. Goddo playing in a lower midfield role and quite happy to be in that position as well. Can carry the ball forward. And picked up by Makna. And luckily they got a touch on it for Ethiopia. They'll be thankful of that. Throw-in it is. Here he is, Gordo. Pass goes backwards. That's a good move. That is very smooth move there from Tekereg. And over to the right-hand side. Here he is, Ukri. Definitely a bit of a handful. He gets into a pocket of space and the ball at his feet. They're just being pushed back. It's pressing's working for Guinea and unable to really move forward. You can see the frustration. It's a little bit complicated for Tamene. You can see that he wants the more movement off the ball to come and receive the pass. And then just make sure that they keep that ball safe. And picked up by Makana. Probably about 25-30 passes already where Guinea haven't touched the ball, but at the same time, just expect them to do something with it. And finally, it comes to nothing because it's all in that middle area. Have to do something a little bit more. And look what's happening at the other end. Gilavogi on his own. It's in the back of the net. That's all it took. Such an easy finish. The scenario was just set up perfectly, and the 25-year-old Paris FC player rifles a shot into the corner and offers Guinea a 3-1 lead. They'd spent so much time just passing the ball around in the midfield that the moment that they lost it, it was a quick pass down the right side to Gilavogi, unmarked, unchallenged, racing into space, and then a shot into the corner. There he goes, he's off, and no one's seen him at all. Got two players, Godo, who's just absolutely left him, and Tamene's not there either. Belhay, they've given him so much time and space. You've got to be vigilant, you've got to be aware for one touch, and then the second into the corner. That's a fine bit of skill. It's all set up beautifully. He already knew where he was going to hit it. And there's the celebration. You can't blame him. Well, he celebrates his first goal. Morgan Gilavogi, at just 25 years of age, the Paris FC player, originally from Toulon, playing in his 7th match for the Silly National. And his brother, of course, is the French international footballer, Joshua Gilavogi, who plays for, well, he's played a handful of matches for the French national team. Currently plays for Bordeaux, but a former Atletico Madrid Saint-Etienne player, of course. Well, the scenario is looking better and better for Guinea. Country that produces so many wonderful football players. Long ball down to try and find Tafisi Solomon. Here, Ethiopia on the attack. Makina calling for that ball. There's the delivery. The delivery comes over. It's dealt with quite finely by Sau. Nice touch. Shot comes in. It's not a bad effort at all. You could see that that was quite close. This is Solomon, who was the player. And more changes this time for Guinea. And Morgan Gilaragi will go off. He scored his first ever international goal, and he's a happy man. Replaced by Mori Konate, the San Truin player. Or Yadali Diaby. And Francois Kamano will also go off, and he will be replaced by Mori Konate, I think. Oh, we're just getting the lay of the land. So 10, Muraba Kuruma coming off. Seydou Cissé of Leganés in Spain. And there's your confirmation for Konate on for Kamano. That's a very nice touch. Now he's going for goal number 2. Well, he was very close. Markina did so well. He deceived absolutely everybody at the back. So many changes. Anything could happen here. See how well organised they are. And if they can just enable... Look at this. That touch there, that touch with the right foot was just brilliant. Maybe showed a little bit too much of the ball. Got his shot in, but there were too many white shirts back. And goalkeeper to deal with. And otherwise that could have been goal number 2 for Ethiopia. Very frustrating. And finally he's allowed to come on, Seydou Cissé. Seydou Cissé, the 22-year-old Leganés midfielder. Well, it's 3 against 2. Here's an opportunity. Here's Cissé. Cissé puts it in the path of Bayo, but the flag has gone up for Mohamed Bayo, the Lille centre forward. Bit frustrated. There's Kuruma there. And Kamano, just look at that. That's a very, very tight call, but it's the right call, as you can see. Strong challenge, dispossessed once again. It's Amole Silla. Tries to get past Ramadan Youssef. Ramadan Youssef, long ball up towards the front men. Ukri and co. Markinaz the player. Good running, look at this running, fantastic running, and the ball comes across, it's not bad. Great cover at the back, and Tameni needed to come back and deal with that, otherwise it would have been in the path of one of the front players who have been very, very dangerous. And you can see that there are plenty of those, Dembo Silla being one of them. "12 minutes left to play. Diawara down into the corner. And these are the young players. Oh, just showing a bit too much of it. Dealt with perfectly by Endershot. But here they go again. Saidu Sow. Down to Silla. Dispossessed. Ethiopia on the attack. Picked up by Solomon. Down to Makna. They'll get a free kick as well. That's good work. And just putting a bit of pressure on the Ethiopian defenders. Here's Dembo Silla. A lot of young players in this Guinea team. And the flag goes up. They'll be playing at home to Egypt in the 5th game in June, and then September away to Malawi. In Lilongwe in Malawi, it's going to be complicated, but we'll see what happens. Perfect defensive header back to goalkeeper Ibrahim Kone. Scotland-based goalkeeper, plays for Hibernian. Can't play from Seyda Begawi. Belhay to Fisher Solomon. Shalu Tamine, 31 years of age, one of the oldest players on the pitch tonight. Solomon, who's 29. 3 players against 1. Oh, that's lovely. Over the top it goes. Another opportunity. Puts the ball over there. It's gone back to the goalkeeper. Very slick play at the back. And Yared Belhay just makes sure that he uses Arigawi very swiftly to get rid of that ball that was dangerous in the penalty box. But look, they have the ball again, and they're moving very fast and furiously forward. Dembo Silla quite happy to use the new players. Cisse is one of them. Seyduba Cisse. Kabadiawara. Played for Arsenal, played for Marseille, Paris Saint-Germain, Bordeaux. Two players that came into this squad with lots of caliber and a very fancy-looking CV. Of course, Naby Keita, goes without saying, with his more than 80 matches playing for Liverpool. A bit of control, nicely done by Tegering. Lays it off into the penalty box they go, and that might be a goal kick. It is. Yeah, a little bit of cramp. Amadou Diawara is the other player, of course, when you look at what he's achieved. Conakry-born defensive midfielder. San Marino, Bologna, and then it was his time in that took him on a fine run, joining Napoli in 2016 to 2019, and then joined Roma and won the UEFA Europa Conference League in 21-22. Now playing his football for Anderlecht. It's a good ball. That's a very fine pass to Tekeregn. Working his magic and wandering out of the back there is Seydou Sow again. And they're on the attack. An opportunity here. Trying to get the ball into the penalty box. It's Ahmed Bayo tries to get his foot on the ball, but it's been dispossessed. Nice little flick. This is very well played. This is Hamid doing really well. Tries to get the ball. He's found his teammates, and there's still a chance. They're getting the ball back. Tries to put the ball on his left foot, but forced to come back a little bit. Suleiman Hamid into the middle with Solomon. Oh, that through ball just a little bit too far-fetched for Ramadan Youssef. Otherwise, well, he would have quite happily raced onto it, but flat-footed, not ready to take the pass down in the corner. Hands up, it's going to be a free kick for Ethiopia into the last 5 minutes here at the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium, Rabat. And just to put you in the picture regarding the other results today, Central African Republic beating Madagascar 2-0. South Sudan, they went down 1-0 against Congo. Angola and Ghana playing out a 1-1 draw. It's 1-3 here with Guinea looking to move top into pole position in Group D. And some great running here from Morley Silla. Tries to thread the ball through, but there's no one racing onto it. And Guinea-Bissau going down 1-0 to Nigeria. The Super Eagles winning, getting 3 points. Match between Burundi and Kenya cancelled. It's like all of the Kenyan matches from what's happening back in the Federation. Zimbabwe, Morocco also cancelled. And Sudan, Gabon, it's a goalless draw as it stands. And then, of course, we have more exciting football to look forward to from Africa, and qualifying for this Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations qualifying campaign for 2023, the Côte d'Ivoire. Super excited about that. It's going to be fantastic, just like every Total CAF Africa Cup of Nations. And it looks like there's going to be a change, and it's going to be Gordo goes off and Ximenez Bekele comes on. They get the ball back, a good opportunity. Ethiopia on the attack. He's cutting inside is Bekele, can't get past his man. And he's still battling for possession. Picked up here by Ramadan Youssef.